Hello everybody and welcome back to WKU Small Business Development Center on Ustream and our workshop on goal setting. So I've got the PowerPoint here, and what I'll do is I'll get rid of me. You don't necessarily have to see me, and hopefully our sound will continue this time. Yep, that's always a good sign. And so this shop is the $1 Million Secret to Small Business Success, setting goals. And before we jump in, I'll just tell you a little bit about our services. You can get to our website at wkusbdc.com or wkusmallbiz.com, same thing. We assist with business plan development, strategy for existing and startup businesses, financial projection development and analysis. We also have in-person workshops and live streaming workshops, which the intention is to have these every Thursday at noon. And they will be archived at this spot, so you can come back, watch them anytime at your convenience. If you missed something we said, you can watch them again. We assist with web development. Typically, we help people get started. We don't want to continue to be your webmaster. Just don't have this. It's not within our scope. Cash flow analysis, industry benchmarking, marketing assistance, and access to capital are the big things. And there is a business plan competition with the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation coming up in the spring, and that can lead to startup funds for small business. So if you're a student at Western and you really want to start up, you need to get in touch with us through our website or the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. So just jumping right in, I'll go ahead and make the homework assignment. Most of these techniques come from the Success Principles by Jack Canfield. That's Canfield without the E after the N. And if you're going to be starting a business, this is priceless. If you're not a big reader, you can get it on audio CD as well. Amazon.com. You can Google it and get to his website as well. Or most bookstores, or at least the Barnes & Noble here has it as well. There we go. And when you start a business, you are driving the bus. And what I mean by this is a lot of people start a business for control reasons. You know, they want to be their own boss and want to set their own schedule. If you didn't start it primarily for control reasons, or you don't have that at the top, then you better find a way to put that at the top. And the reason why I say this is because you no longer have a CEO or a boss giving you instructions or setting the overall objective of where you're heading and the direction. So you better take the reins and figure it out. If you don't, I think the business will steer off course. So this is the strategic pyramid, and at the top you have the mission statement, followed by vision, goals, strategies, actions, and tactics. And so the mission is your overall purpose. You know, we're here to serve people. We're here to enlighten people. We're here to deliver a quality product. The vision is what you want to be going forward. We want to be the Disney World of our type of business. And then the goals are the specific benchmarks, which really create the roadmap of how to get there. And then what follows, you see the strategies, actions, and tactics are designed to reach those goals. So you got to have this in place, and I recommend you also have a personal one as well if it's not integrated with your business strategic pyramid. So just to go over the overall goal setting format or the context of goal setting. Number one, you've got to write it down. If you haven't, then it's really just wishful thinking. It's something that you would like to obtain, but you know you're not that serious about it. Be specific, and I always use the weight loss goal for this one. It's much better to say I will weigh 171 by March 31st, 2011 at 7 p.m. than it is to say I wish I was lighter. On March 31st, I can step on the scale and look down and see if I hit the 171 or not. Make 10-yard plays and 50-yard plays. And what this means is don't set yourself up for failure by undermining your confidence by saying I'm going to be a billionaire by next year, and you have no earthly way of achieving that. So set some lower benchmarks, but also don't be afraid to challenge yourself. The whole purpose of this is to set those big goals with your business. You know, we want $1 million in revenue in 5 years. Now for the specific techniques. And as I go through these, it seems like they start adding up, and it would take a lot of time to accomplish these. But really, it takes no more than maybe 30 to 45 minutes to do all of these combined. So, and it should be well worth it, because I think it does work. It keeps the goals in front of you, and I'm not going to have anybody walk on hot coals or get in a sweat lodge, and I don't think it's complete magic, but I think maybe there's a little bit of magic, but really it's a lot of hard work and focus. And all these techniques do one thing: they keep your goals in front of you, and keep you focused and taking the action steps to reach your goal destination. So I recommend first maybe writing out a top 10 list of goals, and then cover the entire spectrum, not just of your business, but also family, your business or career, finances, health, service, hobbies. So keep a diversified portfolio of goals, if you will. But once you have them written out and specific, keep them in a place where you can see them daily. When you get up in the morning, before you go to bed, maybe at work. Read them 3 times a day. Again, kind of repetition, keeping them in front of you. Rewrite them a couple of times a day. That might be a little bit harder to pull off, but by going through the process of writing it, you're really recognizing or acknowledging them as you rewrite them. Visualize them as complete. It's a technique that Jack Nicklaus used when he was playing golf. Before he took a swing, he'd visualize the golf ball either high up on the green or in the middle of the fairway, and he would also visualize his swing as he took it, and he would swing, and he had success with it. So you're visualizing, for example, if you wanted a red Corvette, you visualize yourself in that Corvette driving it. Affirm your goals out loud in the present tense. Again, what you're doing is you're just bringing these things that are out in the future closer to the present. And when you start affirming them out loud and saying, I'm enjoying driving the red Corvette, then you're putting yourself in that moment, and you start subconsciously finding ways to work towards that. Track it. If you can measure it, you can reach it. And back to the weight loss goal, we would be stepping on a scale on a regular basis. So we can, if we wanted to be a better person in our community, we can track how many times we helped somebody out or said thank you in a day. Victory log. You want to keep, as you achieve these, check them off and keep them in a spiral notebook, and you can read back over them anytime you need a confidence builder, maybe before you make a big decision or before you take a giant step towards maybe a new career path or a new business decision, or a new business path. You can read through them and serve as a confidence builder. The question is, in 5 years, what will have had to have happened for you to be happy with your progress? Again, this can cover the entire spectrum of your life, not just business or career or finances, but it can include family and happiness and hobbies and health as well. So in 5 years, what will have had to have happened for you to be happy with your progress? Maybe ask yourself that once a day. Plan the night before. Instead of, or imagine if you're able to get up in the morning, and let me jump to the strategic pyramid. If you were able to get up and already have this action list in place, instead of scrambling around to get ready and figure out, you'll have momentum going into the day. So as you see from the strategic pyramid, we have our goals, and then the strategies and action are designed to really facilitate these goals, or to be able to reach the goals. So if you had you really need to map out action steps you're going to take daily, and this gets back to the old oak tree in a woods story, where if you had a tree that you had to chop down that's in the woods, if you went and took 5 swings of an axe a day, you'd eventually get it chopped down. Same thing with traveling between two cities. If you took 5 steps a day, you're going to eventually get there, in theory, unless you get hit by a bus. But it's the same thing with the action steps. If you take 5 actions a day towards one of your major goals, in theory, you should get there at some point. But in this scenario, you are driving the bus. Again, you don't have a boss giving you the direction anymore. You are the boss, and some days aren't going to be fun, and business is tough, and it's risky, and it takes a lot of work. So how are you going to be able to take control of that situation on a daily basis consistently. And I think the answer lies in this pyramid and in the goal setting techniques. I think this is very important for entrepreneurs. And again, the book, The Homework, The Success Principles by Jack Canfield, find that at Amazon.com. And this is just covering our services again, either WKUSBDC.com or WKUSmallbiz.com. We'll be here next Tuesday. Again, the intention going forward is to have a workshop every Thursday at noon here, and it'll be archived. You can come back and watch it. But the next one, I believe, is going to be next Tuesday, and that will be on the game of cash flow and assets. That's a very important workshop as well. It teaches you how to view your business as an asset that can deliver cash flow into your income column, and how to build it into more of a business system that can continue to run on its own instead of you having to work the counter every time. You don't want to end up in a situation where if you go on vacation, the business stops. So, and it leads to a higher chance for success. So that'll be next Tuesday. Kind of going back through our services here, you can see that, and the business plan competition will be coming up